Hi, everyone, and welcome to Dose of Truth Tarot for the week of October 11th to the 17th. This is where we look at some personalized energies for every single person on the planet. So there are a lot of other influences going on, of course, your personal life, your personal consciousness, and then the rest of the world. So let's look at, what's something we could take advantage of as an opportunity this week. This can be for anyone. And I'll look at also where we might find our greatest difficulties. So here we go. And our first card is, this is the Ace of Cups. Need my glasses to check and see if I got the right. There we go. Beautiful card. Ace of Cups. So the thing we need to take advantage of is love. That's going to be loving energy and gratitude for ourselves and the world. Okay, ourselves and the world. Let's bring that into the middle. And there we go. Actually, I wonder if I can mirror this video. There we go. Beautiful cards. You can see there's a lot of birth of possibility, but it's mostly coming from our heart center. It's coming from love, from the world of emotions. There can be empathy there. There can be compassion as well. But I'd say those aren't really the highlights here. The highlights are, what do we take advantage of as an opportunity, I mean. And that would be if you're looking for love in your life, if you got problems within your family, love is going to be the thing that begins to heal things. So there would be love and understanding. So let's see what else it has to say about our... The next one is judgment. Okay, so we must be very, very careful of not usurping the judgment of the universe, the divine, God, whatever you want to call it. Even today, a lot of people are calling it that we're run by some computer program. So the final judgment of God, of universe, of divinity, of the entire whatever the creator is of all of this, they're the ones. I said they're the ones thinking of. There is no they're the ones. That energy, that place in which we're born from the ethers, from the God source, from the union of Father Sky and Mother Earth. In that place, that judgment is way beyond our own personal judgment. So if you're having a problem in your family, you got to look towards love, and that love is not personalized. If you personalize love, if you say, I know how to love really well, my love is really good, I love you so, that kind of thing that is laden with expectation. Let's put it that way. When our love is laden with expectation, when our love is laden with conditions, okay, that is not the love we're talking about. And I'm not saying that we can't have conditional love. I can love someone, but there is a condition. You can't hit me, right? That's not something you can do. So we do have certain conditions. But this love is not a feeling. It is the sense of love within everything. And that doesn't mean there aren't evil people in the world. Sure, they exist. But can my love overcome evil? Maybe. All right. So the universe is what we need to connect to, the divine, that judgment, not claim judgment of our own. You have your own discernment within your body, as I mentioned. So your discernment is not letting anyone, hurt you or your family. That's fine. That's very different. But we're not really talking about that. We're talking about when we're hurt within our families and in love relationships, that kind of thing. And the last card is going to be Five of Swords. So the cards are really honing in on, all right, you want love. That's the opportunity, is to have love, to speak from love, to work from love without any expectations. When the expectations come in, when the conditions come in, when you have too many corollaries. I'm not talking about someone allowing anyone to hurt you. That's not at all. That discernment is survival. That's really important. We're talking about the vertical. On the horizontal, there are different things we need to discern. There is the judgment card is not in the horizontal, so it's not talking about our everyday discernments. Like you're not just going to say, well, if I love this poison, it's going to become loving in my body. You have to be really careful. That poison is still going to be poison to you. So here we go into Five of Swords, which says, don't get confused. Don't get confused between the two. The vertical, whatever is connected to the universal, to divine, to the metaphysical. There are many ways of talking about this. It's up to you to pick your way to talk about it and understand there's something beyond what we see in the linear. These two cards are linear. They're the linear world. Okay? I hope it makes you laugh that I keep doing this in such a funky way. I'm always doing it opposite. Okay. So, linear world are your minor arcanas. Minor arcana. Linear world. Okay? This is vertical. The judgment card. Just feel that. Linear. I have a linear life. It's like when so many people talk about free will. And I don't think it's simple at all to understand free will. And, I agree with both sides. Some people say we don't have free will. Of course, I agree with that. And some people say we do have free will. Of course, I agree with that. Because apparently in my everyday life, it appears I have free will. Like I'm going to choose what I'm going to have for lunch. I'm going to choose what clothing I wear. I'm going to choose, what I'm going to do today. And yet in the grand scheme of the vertical, where that choice comes from, like I can choose what I want to wear, but don't have total freedom to choose what I wear. It's limited by so many different parameters, like my job. It's limited by what's in my wardrobe. What's in that wardrobe that you have. Your food you might have to say I can have anything in the world, but right now I don't have a chef who could cook blowfish without killing me, kind of thing. All right. So those aren't great examples. It's better to have an understanding of course I have free will. I always have choice. But whether I have control over that choice is a whole other thing entirely, which goes down a different direction than the examples I gave you. We don't necessarily have control because, in the philosophy, Eastern philosophy, we say that we are not the doer, we are being done, right? So you can figure out so many different aspects. Now, of course, there is that feeling I have free will, but whether we have control over those choices, I might not be able to control the choice because I'm allergic to something. So yeah, that could stop me. Not the best way to do this, but I thought a little example would make sense. So please, if you want all the opportunities, it comes from love that is universal and divine without our own personalized, that is your Five of Swords, without our own personal judgments. That's where we understand, okay, so my will is not just mine. Those opportunities, where are they coming from? I would say, I didn't find the opportunity. Well, it could be said that those opportunities are always there, but I might be looking in the wrong direction. Right? I look back at how many opportunities I might have had to do certain things and I didn't take them. Why? Why didn't I take them? I was like, I don't think anybody will care about those things that I want to do. I can't tell you how many times I said that. So sure, I had free will to do it, but I just thought it was not interesting to others. It was interesting to me, but I was like, will it be interesting to anyone else? And then I didn't do it. And then now I look online, and I see how many people are so interested in things. And I'm like, well, I missed that opportunity. Maybe I need to create my own. So yeah, I just keep finding out that my mind is the thing that tends to interfere. And whether I have control over my mind, not really. Whether I have control of listening to my mind, not really. But I can certainly begin to step away from it. I won't control it, but I can certainly step away from it and kind of sit back, maybe instead of, right? It's like, okay, instead of listening to my mind, I can just do things and see what evolves, because we've heard it a million times. We are on the journey. We're on the journey. We're not supposed to control the journey. This is the whole experience of life, is being on the journey. Sure, you can have ideas like, of course, I want to improve things. I do this. I'm reading this tarot for how long now? I've been doing it in several different modes. I did it as a blog. I did it as, a write-up. Then I started doing videos. It's been quite a few years, and there's still a very small percentage of the world. But why do I continue? What do I think's going to happen? There's a part of me that just cares about the world. I get zero money. I'm not popular enough to be monetized. I'm not popular enough to get any. I don't know if there are advertisements on it. I don't even think anybody would advertise on this. But whoever's listening and is able to expand that ability, that is in the divine. So the divine has something in store for me, and I won't let my mind interfere, because these are things I've been doing all my life. I've always been helping people before things were online. I did public talks. I had days where I would give free sessions to people and help them out. Right? So we have these opportunities. We have our personal, let's say, purpose or passion or whatever you like to call it. And that journey is going to take us somewhere, wherever that is. So take that opportunity to allow your passion to go out into the world and do whatever it needs to do. All right. Love you all and have a great day. Bye.